So now what you're doing is you're biting them hands and feeding you. Whatever it is, you are a GM for the Houston Rockets. So to be able to state that, it's very sensitive. You're not there. You're not in China. You're not in Hong Kong. You're not over there. Well, when we take a stand, as far as in America, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, LeBron, whoever it is, myself, you, whoever it is, that's in our backyard. This is not our backyard. That's one.
No, that's where you get your money
Two
from.
is that 600 million people watching Chinese, that's over in China, that's watching NBA basketball. 600 million. Wait, 200 million more than America. So now what you're doing is you're biting them hands and feeding you. So first of all, stay away from that.
Twitter is not the right place for serious discussion.
You're right.
Period.
You're right.
To express anything on, and he made a mistake.
In China and with China. Also understanding that certain things that one may be ignorant to or whatever. Here's the point that I am qualified to say. Daryl Morey, what were you thinking speaking up on this issue? That much I can say. Because you see, as your team is over there, and you take this kind of position, it's not just about your feelings. It's about the Houston Rockets. It's about the National Basketball Association. It's about a multitude of people that extends far beyond yourself, that you have compromised because you had this insatiable appetite to disseminate a tweet. Did anybody take a moment to think about what this may have done to Yao Ming, who starred for the Houston Rockets for years, whose presence on the Houston Rockets made the Houston Rockets organization the #1 NBA commodity in China? He's now overseeing the whole Chinese Basketball Federation. Whatever debates we may have about how their nation is different than ours and how their rights might differ from ours and what have you, who's to say that Yao Ming wasn't working towards progress? And how there's a dance that he's got to exercise in the process of trying to facilitate better relations to the point where greater influence can ultimately come about. And how those words alone might have compromised him in his own nation. That's the real world. Doesn't matter what job you have. You have an obligation to adopt and embrace the interests of those you collect a paycheck from. Those same trolls, those same commentators, columnists and beyond out there that will encourage you to be real, straightforward, stick out your chest, go for it all. You don't see them talking about people that pay them. See, that's the real world. It's not to say you stand still with your hands tied behind your back and do nothing. It's not to say that you be silent, inactive, non-active, and do nothing. What it is to say is that you don't just think about yourself when you act. That's what boys and girls do. That's what children do. Grown-ups, adults, people who understand what it's like to build something, to have something, and to be responsible for people other than themselves, they get that you don't just speak willy-nilly, run your mouth, without any thoughts of the consequences coming down the pike because of the lives you affected beyond yourself. It's what adults do.
主播说联播，今天我来说。前天我的同事康辉在这个节目当中说，火箭队的总经理莫雷犯规了。看来啊，犯规的还不止他一个，还有 NBA 总裁肖华。肖华说他支持莫雷，说辞是所谓的言论自由。肖华的这番话，要我说就是一个笑话。言论自由不是胡说的自由， 任何挑战国家主权和社会稳定的言论不属于言论自由的范畴。不要说这个规矩你不知道，在哪儿都没有胡说瞎说的自由。如果你一定要狡辩说在这个世界上有一种没有边界的言论自由，那对不起，我们也有遥控器自由。这不，对于 NBA 季前赛中国赛的转播，央视体育已经按下了暂停键。经过了这个国庆啊，我们更加明白这个道理，国必须深爱。今天联播头条当中就有相关的报道。而我们的网友也说了，至于这个球，不过就是个球而已。NBA 前面的这个 N 对我们来说会不会成为 No 呢？这个问题要莫雷肖华等人了。其实要想我们不说 No， 最起码的这些雷语和笑话不能有。